Hey there, Simmers! Welcome back. Today we have a speed video of the house that we are going to be playing in for the Lovestruck Let's Play. So this house is for Ale and their Abuela, and they are moving from a 2-bedroom apartment that was still a good apartment, but Ale did the 7 dates challenge. No, I'm sorry, not Ale. Abuela did the 7 dates challenge and came back with 25,000 simoleons. So we've decided to move these 2 Sims into this pre-made house. So what I had done was just kind of made the exterior of the house of that center one that was blue and yellow. And then I realized that we actually came in with a lot more money than anticipated. And so we quickly added on this side portion, the one that I'm actually doing finishes in now, and created a much larger home than anticipated. So now it's about infilling with the spaces and making it actually spaces that they will use. So I'm starting with Abuela's bedroom and bathroom. Because she is an elder, I wanted to keep her lower towards the ground, and since we don't have enough money to finish the other building, I figured this one would probably be the most appropriate for her. And so we're starting with a large bedroom that has these skylights, this blue and white style bathroom, and then a small exterior area that I just kind of really fell in love with when I was thinking about what I wanted to do for this house. We are grabbing out a couple of things that we've already owned, and then I realized that we still had a bunch of money, so I wanted to swap and get us some newer stuff for like beside the bed and the curtains. And then I kind of started to go a little bit more rogue than what I would usually do. I try to keep things very simple and maybe what most people like, but then I was kind of thinking, I mean, maybe people would like more color. I haven't been very adventurous with it. So in this one, I went a lot more pinks and greens, and I ended up really enjoying the space at the end. Like the overall vibe, I feel like turned out really good. So we've got a lot of warm colors, even though the floor is this terracotta tile, which it should probably be like wood on an upper level, but I like the way that it looks. And I wanted to do an outdoor bench with some more colors, but what I have found with the outdoor chairs is that they don't necessarily have the colors that I'm looking for, and then they don't kind of match everything. But I like that side table with the light underneath, so I knew I wanted to keep that. The accessory wise for this outdoor space kind of just ends up being a couple of planters mounted on the wall and a light. I really like that light. And the rugs are kind of difficult to figure out if I want to put something out there, because I feel like it needs to be sort of an outdoor rug. Not that I guess it matters too much for rain coming in and like making a rug soggy. I just didn't like it. So I just end up doing some more of the tile from the other part of the house, and that just gives it a nice little bit of color. And I really enjoy that flooring that came with this Lovestruck pack. Starting with some lights in the common area there, I wanted to turn it into an office, but you can hang nice long lights in the double height space. If you turn the grid on and then you like place them via the grid, they'll hang from the ceiling above, but the light will shine down. So that's a nice way of getting that nice lighting to come down. So for the office, I put in a lot of stuff that they already had because they are both working. So Ale is they're in the new love career. And then Abuela is a freelance writer. She was making most of our money, really. So they had a lot of office stuff. So this bedroom up here is Ale's room, and I didn't know what to do for their bed. They had that older bed, and I was like, okay, well, we'll try to use it, and I do swap it out eventually, but for now I'm just putting in most of the stuff that they have already. So here I'm trying to pick a bed that I feel like would fit their vibe a little bit more. I wanted to go darker. I don't think necessarily that they are a very dark like sim. They wear florals and a lot of brighter colors, but I kind of like the idea of just having like sort of darker and then a lot of like details that are colored, or I don't know, like subtle sorts of things. I end up really liking the way that this room turns out as well, because it is a little bit different than what I normally do. Like my own personal style is a little bit more reserved because I'm not the only one that lives in my house, and I try to be, I try to let it be for everybody who lives in the house. But in Sims, it doesn't really matter because you can change things so easily, and so for that, it's really kind of nice to be able to explore and try a whole bunch of different things. And plus, with the new pack, I wanted to be able to try a lot of stuff from the new pack, and it just seems like, for the most part, it's a little richer in color. And yeah, so I figured I might as well work with that. I did change the flooring to something a little darker. I felt like it just really went with that wallpaper more. Like they have very similar kind of color. Like it was more purpley rather than the orange. The bathroom, I wanted to have some color in it, but with the green windows, the green vanity, the blue mirror, I decided to go with more subtle colors for the walls and the flooring. These nightlights I really like. They create such a soft, like subtle light, and I am the person who would rather not have overhead lights on, so in The Sims, it's nice to see, so you have the overhead lights, but I also like to add in the other ones as well. I like those new lights. They can hang over the side tables, and they match the rug, which was awesome. Now, for the main living area, I pulled out a lot of the stuff that they had at the old place. They did have a pretty decent sized kitchen, and it worked really well. Like I feel like as far as how they moved around the space, it actually was pretty efficient. They had a second laptop there so that both of them could work at the same time. I should replace that bin with the one that gives us cash probably, so I'll probably end up doing that in gameplay at some point in time. But I think eventually the kitchen dining room area will move to the other building when we open it, or we'll swap the living room area over to the larger building and then put the kitchen in this smaller side. But we need to get a lot more money. Thankfully, we did set Abuela's lifespan back. She started with a potion of youth because when I started this, I didn't know where she would be at age-wise, so I gave her like backup just in case we were gonna lose her more towards the beginning, because I wanted her to be in the Let's Play with us for a while. And I wanted to use this brand new television with the backlight. I don't feel like it necessarily goes with the style of this house, but I really wanted to use it along with a lot of the other detailing items from this pack. I just felt like it was really good. Oh, here I had an issue with the wall. Because I put in the new building after the other one was already built, it didn't count it as an enclosed room. So that's what happened there. I just had to rebuild the wall. And I added the boulder color behind the television. I actually really love to add like a nice bold accenty wall. So that one worked out really well. And I wanted to try to get something that was a little bit more colorful on the floor. You see stuff on the floor, you don't necessarily see everything on walls. So I wanted to at least have that going on. And Sometimes it takes a little bit for me to find a proper rug. It's like it's like the wrong size and then the wrong color. But that one ended up working out really well. I wanted to put that, what's it called? Lexolotl or something. I really kind of wanted that. I don't know if you'll end up seeing it. We may not end up seeing it a lot in the Let's Play because I think it'll hide when the walls are hidden. So maybe I'll put it down on the ground. Oh, I did. Okay, well, I thought I had for myself. I did record this a couple of days ago, so I'm just coming back in to narrate after the fact. Adding a couple more details. I love the wood slats in the bathrooms. I like the welcome mat that came with the For Rent pack, and that rug is kind of nice. I do like a lot of the colors from the For Rent with the Lovestruck pack. I feel like the worlds look really good together. And so that's nice, our little reading corner there. I don't think we're gonna ever do anything with that, but I like the way that it looks. And so now we're gonna do a quick tour of it, and by quick I mean really quick because it's a speed build, but then I will add in a couple images at the end for the finished product if you want to see those. But I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and tune in for the next part of the Let's Play. Thanks, bye!